You can wait until people join us, and then you can start reading. All right, so it's notifying everyone that you're live. So let's give people some time. Were your nephews on good behavior?
Oh, they were on good behavior, even during dinner.
They had their manners and etiquette?
They did.
All right, awesome. All right, people are starting to say hello. You want to say hello back?
Hi, everyone. How you doing tonight on Halloween?
Someone said they're good evening from Michigan. Ooh, people are excited that this is the book you picked. They're saying happy Halloween back to you.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
You want to tell them what you did? Where'd you get that shirt? People love it.
I got this new Halloween shirt over at one of the Disney stores at Hollywood Studio in Florida.
That's right.
It is so lovely.
It is lovely for sure.
Tonight, in honor of Halloween tonight, I'm going to be reading Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Now, is this a Christmas story or a Halloween story?
It's both a Christmas movie and Halloween. It's Halloween and Christmas in one.
All right.
Of course, I know that.
Of course you do. Be sure you turn the pictures towards the camera when you're done.
A crowd of creatures stood waiting in the center of Halloween Town. When Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King, arrived, they cheered, celebrating another successfully spooky holiday. Great Halloween, everybody, Mayor said as the group quieted down. I believe it was our most frightful yet, Jack added. Thank you, everyone. Now that's Jack Skellington.
That is.
And I know that ragdoll girl, her name is Sally.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
That's right.
But Jack soon left the party and joined his ghost dog Zero in the quiet graveyard. After so many Halloweens, he was growing bored with the same old things. Sally, a rag doll created by scientist Dr. Finkelstein, watched Jack wander through the graveyards. She understood how he felt. She also wanted more in life, but Dr. Finkelstein refused to set her free. Goodness.
Boy.
Wait, isn't Sally supposed to be missing one arm?
Well, I don't know.
They must have made a mistake.
They must have.
But I remember in the movie when she undid the thread, that's how her arm came off.
That's right.
Jack walked all night with Zero, going deep into the woods. He came to a clearing surrounded by 7 large trees, each with a different door painted on it. What is this? Jack wondered aloud. He was most curious about the door with the pine tree symbol. He opened the door and was swept up by a strong gust of wind. The wind pulled Jack down into darkness.
Oof.
I remember those holiday trees seen in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I remember.
Me too.
Jack landed on a snowy hill above a town filled with colorful lights and joyful sounds. He was thrilled. There were so many new things for him to see, from snow falling to people singing songs to a large man shouting, ho, ho, ho. Jack thought he heard the man being called Sandy Claus, but we humans call him Santa Claus, not Sandy Claus.
Right.
Jack learned that he was in a place called Christmas Town.
Ooh.
Christmas Town, that sure is lovely.
That is lovely. I like that.
I like it too. Jack returned to Halloween Town and told everyone about his adventure. While people were excited to hear about the unusual Sandy Claus, they didn't understand the strange, unscary holiday Jack described. After weeks of learning all he could about Christmas, Jack made an announcement. This year, Christmas will be ours, he shouted. Everyone cheered except Sally. She had picked a weed in Jack's yard, which had grown into a Christmas tree and then caught fire. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Considering that a bad omen, Sally expected Jack's plan to end horribly, but because she loved him, she vowed to do her best to help him succeed. Goodness me.
Very goodness me.
That thistle that Sally picked, it formed a Christmas tree, and the next, it caught flames.
Wow.
In this human world, they look like dandelions before they're in bloom.
Mm-hmm.
Preparations for Christmas were underway in Halloween Town, and everyone was pitching in. Dr. Finkelstein made skeleton reindeer. Goodness. And ghosts and ghouls decorated the square. And despite her reservations, Sally sewed Jack his own holiday suit. Jack called on Lock, Shock, and Barrel for a top secret job. They ran to Christmas Town and kidnapped Sandy Claus. Jack needed Sandy Claus out of the way so he could deliver presents this year. Jack told the trio to make Sandy Claus comfortable, but instead they took him to their boss, Oogie Boogie, a villain who loved to cause chaos. Goodness.
Ugh,
Lock, Shock, and Barrel always up to no good.
they were.
Goodness me. Soon it was Christmas Eve, and Jack was ready to spread joy. We're off, he shouted to an excited crowd. With Zero leading his coffin sleigh, Jack shot into the sky. But the scary toys Jack delivered were not at all what the children expected. Instead of joy, Jack's presence spread fear throughout the world. Oh my goodness!
Oh, wow.
Those Halloween versions of Christmas presents that could have killed them children.
Very scary.
I know I would not want no Christmas presents like them.
Me either.
As the residents of Halloween Town watched Jack through a witch's cauldron, Sally worried that something would go wrong. She knew what she had to do. Where'd they take that Sandy Claus? She shouted, and left to find him. While Jack flew home, spotlights shone on him, and explosions went off all around. They're thanking us for doing such a good job, Jack told Zero. But he quickly learned they were trying to blast him out of the sky. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe they were trying to get the imposter.
Ooh, that looks scary.
Goodness. They were not really celebrating.
Mm-mm.
They were trying to destroy the imposter. Jack's sleigh was damaged, and it fell to the ground, landing in the graveyard. At first, Jack was disappointed. Everything had gone wrong, despite his good intentions. But then he realized that although he had wanted to do something wonderful, he had also been trying to be someone he was not. The realization cheered him. He was ready to be the Pumpkin King once more. He vowed to make next year's Halloween the best ever, but this night wasn't done. Come on, Zero, Jack said, heading back to Halloween Town. Christmas isn't over yet. Only Jack and his friends can set things right.
I hope they said it right.
Back in Halloween Town, Jack raced to Oogie Boogie's lair and was shocked to find not only Sandy Claus but also Sally. They were both tied up and in danger. Jack was touched that Sally had tried so hard to help him. Jack freed the pair, but then he was trapped by Oogie Boogie. Oh my goodness. I remember that scene in the movie. It was so scary.
It was scary.
Oogie Boogie tried to boil Sally and Santa to make soup, but before they could go into that vat of boiling water, Jack caught Sally and Santa just in time. How dare you treat my friend so shamefully, Jack shouted. He was able to pull a loose thread on Oogie Boogie's burlap sack body until it fell apart. Goodness. And all the bugs that made up Oogie Boogie scattered everywhere. Jack apologized to Sandy Claus for what had happened. I hope there's still time, he said, to fix Christmas. Santa Claus asked. Of course there is. I'm Santa Claus. And with a little magic, Jack floated away to save the holiday. Ew, I can't believe Oogie Boogie and Ravel and all those insects were around. No wonder.
Ugh.
While everyone celebrated Jack's return, Santa Claus flew overhead and brought snow to Halloween Town for the first time. Later, Jack found Sally in the graveyard and took her hands. He was happy that things were back to the way they were meant to be. The end.
Oh, good deal.
I'm glad Jack and Sally got to be together.
Oh, me too.
Well, wasn't that a lovely story? What's everyone's favorite scene from The Nightmare Before Christmas and their favorite character? My favorite character, it's always Sally, and I always like the ending.
You like the ending?
I always do.
Do you want to read them one of these stories?
Oh, one of them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I think everybody would like to hear a little more.
I was about to put that one book back. Okay, now this one is Disney's Scary Storybook Collection.
You can pick one story out of there and read it to everybody.
Now, let's see what... All right. This one is called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, The Queen's Spell.
It's your favorite, huh?
Now, let's see what happens.
Let's see.
It was a beautiful fall day. Everyone in the kingdom was happily enjoying the crisp air and the bright orange and red leaves on the trees. Everyone, that is, except for the queen. Where are the gloomy gray clouds? She scowled as she watched some children playing in a pile of falling leaves. Where is the damp autumn rain? Where are the cold howling winds? Frustrated, the queen stormed to her chambers to consult her magic mirror. Magic mirror on the wall, when will I see a gloomy fall? She asked. Purple smoke swirled and a face appeared inside the mirror. Alas, the magic mirror replied, I fear I see nothing but sunny skies. Curses, the queen cried, looking out the window. No rain, not a gray cloud to be seen. How can anyone stand all the cheer and happiness out there? It is true the future is sunny and bright, the magic mirror continued, but fear not, your majesty, for what exists can still be changed. Perhaps a spell could bring the gloom you seek. Of course, the queen said. I shall use magic to chase away this cheerful weather. Oh, the queen is not happy about anything in fall.
Well, I love the fall.
I know you do. The queen hurried down the stairs to her secret chamber. It was full of old dusty books and bottles of potions. She picked up one of her spell books. Gray gloom, she muttered as she flipped through the pages. Then she stopped. Here it is, a spell for a frightful day. The queen read the list of ingredients out loud. 3 spiders for gray skies and rain, 2 rats' whiskers for howling winds, and 5 shimmering scales from a snake for thunder and lightning. The queen pulled jar after jar from her shelves. Each one was empty. She had cast too many spells recently. The queen thumbed, slamming an empty jar against the floor. How was she to get rid of the sun without the ingredients to cast her spell? I suppose I shall have to gather more, the queen told herself. Now, where would one find 3 spiders? The queen's green eyes flashed as the answer came to her. Of course, the well. Oh, the queen's not so happy.
She's not, is she?
She sure had cast too many spells. The queen marched upstairs, her dark cape swirling behind her. She pushed open the castle doors and stepped outside. Horrible sun, she said, frowning at the bright lights. The queen's mood lightened as she reached the well. She was, after all, quite fond of spiders. Where are you, my lovely? She asked, peering into the dark well. You love the dark dampness of the well. Where are you and your wonderful webs?
Ooh.
In the movie, she never goes outside to the well.
No,
Only Snow White goes to the well. The queen searched the well, but she did not see any spiders. Instead, she found 3 ladybugs hanging from the bucket, getting a drink of water. The queen's face darkened. So tiny, so cute, she thundered. Frightened, the 3 ladybugs quickly flew off. As the queen walked away, she didn't notice the single gray cloud that floated into the sky overhead. Grumbling, the queen looked at her list. Rats, she said. That is what I need to find. A nice, messy rat's nest with a rat inside. At the edge of the woods, the queen spotted an old oak tree. A pile of straw was sticking out from its gnarled roots. She walked to the tree and knelt down. Where are you, my lovely rats? She asked. Are you huddled here inside this messy nest? Come out and offer me your whiskers.
The whiskers.
Ladybugs. No wonder she did not see no spiders.
That's probably good.
I wonder where they were.
Hiding.
Hiding. The queen pushed aside the straw, but she did not see any rats. Instead, she saw 2 baby chipmunks taking a nap. The queen's face darkened. "So sweet, so cuddly," she thundered. At the sound of her voice, the baby chipmunks awoke. They quickly scampered out of the nest and up the tree trunk. As the queen stormed off, another great cloud appeared in the sky. "Curses! I shall never finish this spell," the queen complained. "The magic mirror will pay for sending me on this foolish errand." As she started to head back toward the castle, the queen spotted a hole in the den. "A snake's den," she said hopefully, and she stopped. "Come on out, lovely snake. I need some of your scales."
Ooh,
Goodness me!
she's scaring everybody.
The queen always scares everyone, but at Disney World, she's really nice.
That's right.
A creature poked out its head, but it wasn't a snake. It was a bunny rabbit. Its adorable eyes widened in fright when it saw the queen. "So fluffy, so soft," the queen shouted, and the terrified bunny hopped away, angry. The queen lifted her arms to the sky. "I can't find anything I need. Everything is too horribly cute." Her voice boomed like a clap of thunder. More dark clouds swept in, blocking the sunlight. The air suddenly grew cold. Boom! A real clap of thunder answered the queen's voice. Lightning flashed and rain poured down from the clouds. For the first time all day, the queen smiled. "I did not need a silly spell at all," she boasted. "It is gray and gloomy. My frightful day is finally here."
Ooh,
Goodness me.
right? Goodness.
Let's see what happens next. But the queen's bad mood was only strong enough to cause a short storm. After a minute, the rain lightened, then stopped completely. The clouds parted and the sun shone through. Where the sunlight hit the moist air, a beautiful rainbow appeared in the sky. "No!" the queen shrieked. Stomping her foot, she stormed back to her rooms in the castle. That's
Look at
a
that
beautiful rainbow.
It is beautiful.
But the queen,
She's mad about it, huh?
didn't get her way. "Magic mirror on the wall. Tell me how to stop this all," the queen yelled at the magic mirror. The face shimmered inside the magic mirror. Inside the mirror, "If your majesty desires gloom, then stay inside a darker room," it replied. "That is the most insensible thing you have said all day," the queen snarled. And so, she stayed inside and sulked, leaving the cheerful fall day outside.
Ooh,
Goodness,
wow.
the queen didn't get her way.
Well,
The end. I didn't think the queen really needed a storm spell when a real storm came.
right. Lucky for her, I guess, right?
It was very lucky for the queen.
Everybody's loving that shirt you're wearing. Everyone's saying they love it.
It is very nice.
It is. You
And
did a great
cool, too.
You did a great job picking it out for yourself.
I sure did.
You did. All right. Well, I think everybody's about done. You want to tell them anything else?
Can you believe the queen tried desperately to cast a storm spell, but when a real storm came, the queen realized she didn't need a spell?
That's pretty good, huh?
It was very good.
All right. Are you going to read to him again on Tuesday?
Tuesday?
Yeah. What day are you going to read to him again?
At least I am staying with you on Friday.
Right. But you'll read to them before then at your house.
Yeah.
All right. Well, tell everyone happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.